Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, go ahead and like and subscribe, and if you're not, then what's up, guys? So this week, today, actually first, let me talk about give you some updates on some things. So update, I'm officially a nurse now. So Lord knows that is a huge relief off of my shoulder, or a huge relief off of my chest, and it just feels like I can breathe now. I kid you not, I feel like nursing school had me like this, like it had me in a chokehold. Like I couldn't do anything, I couldn't go anywhere. Like I don't know, it was like my life was eat, sleep, and breathe nursing school. I kid you not. But you know what? If anybody was to ask me, would I go back and do it again? No, I wouldn't. I thought I was gonna say yes. No, I wouldn't go back and do it again. But I am happy and I am proud and I am truly blessed and honored to give thanks to God, thanking Him for allowing me to make it through such a program, because if it was easy, then everybody would have been doing it. And I know that it wasn't on my strength that I was able to do it, but it was truly on God's strength and trusting on Him. So there were some perks being in nursing school. It definitely taught me more discipline. It taught me how to grow as a woman, and it also strengthened my relationship with Christ even more. So I won't just say nursing school was all bad, because there was some really good things that came out of it. Great things, if you want to be honest. A closer relationship with Christ, like, let's go. So yeah, so that's an update with me. I'm officially a nurse now. I start my residency next week. So this week, since I have 1 week off, last week was my last week in the pharmacy, so now I'm waiting like my transition period. So I can't work as a pharmacy tech, but I can't work as a nurse. So they gave me like this little week-long break of, okay, well, I think I'm just gonna relax. For my week break, I'm planning on going to a hotel, and this hotel has a nice resort. It has a outdoor water park. It has a spa, 4 restaurants, a coffee shop. And the room itself looks nice. So I got myself a king size bed, because a queen needs a king size bed. So that's what I'm ending up doing for myself. Check-in is at 4 p.m. today. I'm thinking that I may end up leaving a little bit earlier, because I don't know if I'm gonna actually use their spa there. Because my mom gave me one of her credits for Hand and Stone, so I'll get a free massage, free 1 hour service of anything. So I'm contemplating. I actually might end up going to go get my toenails done today, because I do want them to be done, because I know I'm taking pictures. I know your girl's about to step out. I'm about to treat myself. This is a gift from me to me, and I'm just so thankful that the Lord has allowed me to be in a place where I'm able to do this for myself. And also, I've never been the type to really do much for myself. I'm gonna be completely honest. Never been the type to do a lot for myself, but I'm coming into this ideal of, if I don't do it for myself, I can't expect anybody else to do it. If I don't learn how to love myself, how can I expect someone else to love me when I don't even do it myself? And love is more like, loving yourself is more than just, buying stuff or, purchasing items, but it's loving yourself is genuinely, one, finding a relationship in Christ, seeing how God loves you and how God sees you, how He treats you, and then taking that same ideology, placing it into yourself. And so, like, giving yourself grace, that's a form of showing yourself love. Not even just giving yourself grace, but, being patient with yourself, like the fruits of the spirits that you also display on yourself. And so I'm learning this as I'm getting older. I'm 24 years old. Still got a long life ahead of me, but I know a lot of people mess up by not taking the steps and learning as they're younger and just jumping right into life, not doing the hard work, not healing from past traumas, not trying to get to know themselves deeper on a deeper level, and then they have to do it when they're like 40 years old. And I'm not trying to do that. I mean, will I still have things I need to learn at 40? I'm pretty sure, but let's kind of like work on it now. And so my part of working on this now is showing myself love. And in this case, yes, it is buying myself a hotel room and and taking myself out on on a date, you know, like putting myself first. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to get my life together right now. Probably give me a cup of coffee, probably go to get my nails done or something. But all in all, I just hope y'all enjoy the video. I hope you find inspiration in this video to treat yourself. And yeah, like, just come along with me for my little staycation. Alrighty, so everything is done. My toenails are done and they look so cute. Y'all, he did a great job. That foot massage took me out. It took me out. He was hitting all the pressure points. Baby, I about fell in love. I was like, maybe he's the one. But no, I'm joking. But no, he did an absolute amazing job. I honestly enjoyed this nail bar. If I had to rate my experience, I would rate it honestly a 9 out of 10. And I give it a 9 out of 10 because it wasn't terrible getting here. The parking was pretty good. Maybe because it's a Monday too, but the parking was pretty good. I didn't have a hard time trying to park. The atmosphere was very nice. One second, my brother is calling. It was good to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. Probably a month or so. But yeah, my brother had called, so. But I don't know what I was saying. Basically, I think I was rating the place. I rated it a 9 out of 10 because the parking was good. Also, it's a Monday. They were very patient with me. Well, I was very patient with them, but they kept acknowledging me. Massage was great. The decor was great. The atmosphere was great. It just felt, I don't know, it felt peaceful. And that dang massage chair was pounding my back. Like, I know people like massage chairs are so comfortable and that they're, you know, that they get the spot, but I don't know. I think my massage chair gave me anxiety because I was even more tense after I got the massage than before. So I just ended up turning the massage chair off because I'm like, yo, no, this is not relaxing at all. Like, I'm sitting here shaking as if I have a seizure. So I ended up turning the massage chair off. It had some power behind it too, boy. But all in all, if you're ever out in the outskirts of Dallas, definitely try 3311 Nail Bar. I think you would enjoy it. I think you would like it. The Vietnamese coffee that I had that I showed y'all, that was actually good too. I'll probably rate that about an 8 out of 10. It wasn't bad. It was just, to me, it was just regular coffee. But I love the fact that they had that as an option. So yeah, and I didn't have my coffee earlier this morning, so 8 out of 10. It was pretty good for me. I still have 2 hours until my room is available. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't feel like driving around in Dallas because Dallas is a whole different breed. I kid you not. So I might actually end up going to the resort, probably checking in a bit earlier. I don't know if they'll let me, but I might check in a bit earlier and just, you know, view everything and just look around. So, but we'll see. Okay, so before I went to the hotel, before I decided to go to the hotel, I decided to stop and get a matcha, and that's what this is here. It's a strawberry fields matcha from La La Land. I've never been to La La Land, so I was like, might as well, let's go. I don't go to Dallas like that all the time, so I wanted to try something different and not go to a restaurant that I could get in the surrounding areas where I typically live. Honestly, if I had to rate my experience there, I would most likely give it about a 7. The lady at the cash register, she was very nice. The one who was checking me out, the barista who was checking me out, she was very nice. She was the one who actually told me to get this matcha. I would rate this strawberry fields matcha about a 9 actually. When I first tasted it, before I ever mixed it up, so they had the strawberry at the bottom. Actually, I learned something new. So if it's a strawberry fields, so there's a difference between fields and clouds, and y'all probably already knew this, but I didn't. And she probably was like, girl, you don't know what that is? I'm like, no, I don't know what that is. I don't get coffee like that. Starbucks don't have those type of options. So if it's fields, if it's a matcha fields, that means the strawberry goes, it makes so much sense now. Like, oh my God, like how did I not put 2 and 2 together? Okay, but if it's a fields, that means the strawberry cold foam goes at the bottom, because a field is on the ground, it's at the bottom. Now if it's clouds, that just means that the matcha is at the bottom and the strawberry cold foam is at the top. Yo, that's so crazy, because like it makes sense now. Like when she said, okay, I'm gonna be honest, if I look directly at you while you're talking, 9 out of 10 I'm not paying attention. If I veer off and I look to the side but you're still talking, I understood everything you just said. So that's weird, but that's how it works for me. And I think because I was looking her dead at her face, I understood nothing she was saying. And I'm just like, okay. But then now it's starting to process and register, and I'm like, it makes sense, it makes sense. If you get it, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. I didn't know until today. I was 24 years old when I found out. But I definitely enjoy this matcha. It's like a strawberry matcha. When I first drunk it, before I mix it up, I like to, you know, I'm that person who likes to taste each separate ingredient first. So before I mixed it up, I tasted the strawberry and it just tasted like straight strawberry milk. But Then I mixed it up. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes really good. It actually kind of tastes better than most of the matchas that I get. Yeah, I have to agree. It kind of tastes better than most of the matchas that I get. So the matcha was pretty good. Now, let's talk about that croissant. Because, baby, I was having a hard time trying to eat that. I still got some on my hand. Now, if they went a little bit, if they added just a tad bit more cocoa powder, I probably would have choked. Because it hit the back of my throat. Now, if you ever ate cocoa powder by itself, it's like kind of like eating cinnamon by itself. So if you've done the cinnamon challenge, take that but multiply it by 10. That's how bad it is when you just eat straight cocoa powder by itself. Or cacao, I don't know how you say it, but that powder, that chocolate powder, yeah. So when I first tasted it, that's all I got was just a bunch of the bitterness. Like the croissant, I couldn't even taste the croissant. It was just straight. Yeah, it was kind of just straight cocoa powder. And the thing was, they didn't mix the pistachio that was on top with the cocoa. It was like with the cocoa powder, so it was like half cocoa powder and half pistachio. And I'm thinking it's all supposed to be mixed together. So like, you know, put a base layer of cocoa powder and then put the pistachio on the top. But that's not how it was at all. If you opened up the croissant, there was like the katafi. I don't know if I said that right, but like the, you know, the stuff that goes inside of the bar itself. So that was in there, and that actually tasted like Dubai chocolate. So that was good because I like the crunch that was with it. I would rate, like, the overall taste, I give it about a 6, honestly. It wasn't bad, it was just way too messy for me to eat. And, you know, I did pretty good to not get it on myself. Like, I did pretty good, so I give myself a 10 out of 10 for not making a mess. Would I come back for their matcha? Definitely. Would I come back for any of their baked goods? Probably not, because even like the warm, it wasn't even really warm to my liking. So yeah, matcha, I would come back, but bakery, I don't recommend. But try it yourself if you like it. I mean, each to their own. Everybody has their own opinions. That's just mine. So all right, y'all, I will see you when I get to the hotel. Okay, this is cute. It's not a bad view, you know? It's not a bad view. Pretty cozy. This is a great, this is a good picture. Okay, so I did my tour around the almost the whole entire hotel. A little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, only because I really thought the lazy river or Jade Waters would be open, which is, it has like a lazy river in it, an outside pool, but it doesn't have, but it's not, it's under maintenance. Under maintenance. What I'm about to do now is actually get dressed to go out tonight. When I say go out tonight, I'm just talking about a bar, for the food, for the mocktails. Nothing too fancy. Well, it's pretty fancy. But just mostly I just want to take pictures in my hotel room, which is why I got that right there. I kid this right there. I kid you not, a lot of people. I was on an elevator with guys, and they were just looking like, I don't know why she got a ring light, but you know, people's minds be going out. It's not for that reason. I just want to take cute pictures in my hotel room. You know, I feel like I'm gonna turn up by myself, listen to music, eat these popcorn or chips, and just look cute. Like I really hope these pictures are bomb. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get cute, take some pictures, and go out to eat. Once I go out to eat, I think most likely I'm coming back and I'm gonna finish my movie that I really want to watch tonight. So it's just because I don't know how long this picture taking is gonna take, because I really want to take my time with it and make sure I have some worthy Instagram photos. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now instead of staying in the bed and watching a movie, because I could have just stayed home in the bed and watched a movie there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and do my makeup, change my hair a little bit. Y'all, I like these butterfly locks. These butterfly locks are so cute. I really do like these. They're cute. But get out these clothes because I can tell this is sweaty. Because I was doing a lot of walking today. And yeah, let's go ahead and get cute and take pictures.
Even to make down dresses. Only see me with the people who love me. Love to the ones that have lost me. I came from nothing, made it to something. But every day I'm still walking. Tell me why they use Panadol for our headache. Yeah, how I go drop if my baby no drop. Yeah, I don't wanna be a player, no.
Okay, y'all, so this is the lip. It's not bad. It looks better in person. It looks better in person. Say that much. The thing, right now this isn't gonna stay on all night, and that's okay. Not really worried about it so much. Saying what time is it? Let go. 7:14. Okay, I need to hurry up, y'all. This is the look. This is the heels with the skirt, the shirt, and the face. So it's cute. It's very pretty. Okay. So this is how it looks. I'm not gonna lie, a part of me is kind of scared. I thought somebody was behind me. A part of me is kind of scared, but I'm doing this for myself because I love myself. And if I can make myself feel very uncomfortable, then it's in the bag. I'm a nurse. I'm taking myself out, you know? So we got this, y'all. Well, I got the tacos. I'm turning this way. I think the light is a little bit better this way. It's pretty dark in here. But I came to, or from the restaurant. It was called Media. I give the food about 8 out of 10. It wasn't terrible. Super crowded there. I ended up sitting at the bar. But those drinks that y'all saw, it was non-alcoholic. And I only ended up getting 2 because she had accidentally messed up on the other one. But I wouldn't have known because I never had that type of drink there. But I guess she was like, what is it called when, I don't know exactly what it's called, but when you do right even when nobody sees it, can't think of the word right now, but it'll come to me later. Oh my gosh, I really lost the word. But yeah, she ended up remaking me the drink, and it actually tasted better when I tasted that one. But she let me keep both of them. But like I said, they were both non-alcoholic. I didn't finish the first one she gave me because once I tasted the second one, the one how it was actually supposed to taste, I'm like, oh yeah, this one's terrible. So, but the food was good. The kind gentleman let me sit next beside him since there was only a seat for one person. Kind of figured I was gonna have to sit by somebody, but other than that, I really feel maybe I'm just gonna finish up this night in my room because I have fun all by myself. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Good morning, everyone. So I went ahead and started my morning off with some coffee and also reading my devotion and my Bible today. I was really gonna just rest outside. I thought I was gonna go to the gym today, but I don't think I really want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym today. I think I really just want to really just calm it down, relax, sit outside, especially now because it's probably only 70 something degrees outside. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna just do. And if they have any events that's happening, because they have a lot of event rooms, a lot of conference rooms. And if it's open to the public, then I would go and obviously be a part of a conference. I mean, why not? I'm conference material. So let me go ahead and get dressed, and then I will get back with y'all when I finish. Okay, so this is the fit. It's nothing like nothing too much. Black shoes. It's probably gonna get hot, but you know what? If it gets hot, I know how to come back inside. So it's cold in the building now. So yeah. This is the fit, y'all. I did not bring any extra purse. I just brought this one because I really didn't feel like carrying a lot of things, and my hotel room is just here. So yeah. So this is the fit. This is it. Okay, so I'm trying out something new, and it's this little microphone. I honestly don't know if it's working right now. It probably is, but my sister had gotten this for me for, I think, my birthday. I really don't know if it's working right now. I'm gonna pause it and see. Okay, so this is me talking without the microphone. I don't know if y'all can really hear me like that. I mean, I know there's music in the background, but wait. And now this is me talking with the microphone. I feel like there probably is like some type of difference. I feel like you can't hear the background music as much and you can actually focus on my voice. But this is really cute. Like, this is actually a good investment. Thank you, Stacy. I like it. It only took me like a year and some change to actually use it. But I went to Starbucks and unfortunately my gift card did not work. I kid you not. This first, the pool is under maintenance, which is what I had anticipated being in the lazy river today and just lounging around, reading a book that I definitely want to get into. But that's under maintenance. I wanted to go to the gym today. That's under maintenance. And I don't know, I guess a lot of things that I had anticipated is being curved left and right, and it's just, I don't know. Gift card didn't work at the Starbucks because they only sold Starbucks products, so they're not an actual Starbucks. Imagine that. But yeah, there has been some pros and cons to this stay in the hotel. I'm not gonna lie. If I really had to rate this hotel stay, I would given how everything has been so far, I'm probably gonna give it about a 6 out of 10. And honestly, I kind of feel like that's a little generous. It's only because I feel like this is more of a conference hotel. So if you don't know, I'm at the Hilton Antelope and into something. The Hilton Antelope. And I feel like it's more of a conference type hotel because they have a lot of ballrooms, they have a lot of conference rooms, and like a lot of venue areas, huge spaces that are kind of a little vacant. So honestly, if you're looking at this, even though it says resort and spa, if you're looking at this as a place to probably do a staycation, 9 out of 10, well, me personally, I probably would look somewhere else, only because I don't feel like it's really catered to the guests themselves. I just really don't feel like it's catered, like it's catering to me. Um, yes, they have shops, they have restaurants, they have all, they have all that you would probably want, but at the same time, it's probably best to come with a group if you're going to a conference, not just to have like a staycation here. I mean, yes, they have an indoor pool. They also have a jacuzzi, a hot tub. So I probably might do that this afternoon. But even like the TV services, they don't have Netflix. They don't have like Netflix where you can log into your own account. They don't have that. Um, if you want to do like karaoke in your room, of course they have like these options where you have to pay for it. Even trying to connect to the internet, you have to pay to connect to the internet, depending on which room you had. I felt if I was to keep my room that I had in the tower, I honestly feel that I would have had the free Wi-Fi. But remind you, at the beginning they changed my room, so now I don't have free Wi-Fi. So I have to use my data, and that takes a lot on my phone too. So like I said, there's a lot of pros and cons. I would definitely rate my stay right now as a 6 out of 10. Um, the cafe that I just went to, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is pretty good. I got a tall brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. If you know, then you know. But this isn't bad. It's really not bad. I actually kind of like this one better. Surprisingly, I actually kind of like this one better than a lot of the, Starbucks that you'll see that's open to the public and not inside of an already established business. So, and it tastes better than the coffee that was upstairs in mine. But I'll be honest, it's like the hotel staff, they've been very nice. They've been very helpful in guiding with directions. So that gives them some brownie points. But again, if you're looking for somewhere to stay and you're looking for an actual resort and spa, this is probably not the place for you to come. And I'm not being rude, it's just this experience, and maybe because I came during a weekday, so it's Tuesday today. I don't know, it's just, if it's a resort and spa, I would expect it to be like resort and spa, like all throughout. Like it doesn't matter if you have conferences. I feel like you should still tend to your guests as well. So kind of where I'm at right now. Um, and it's just my opinion. It's just my review. If you want to give it a try and stay here, then each, like I said, each to their own. Don't just take my word for it. You go out and experience it yourself. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel right now. It's just I might actually have to travel outside of parking. That was another reason why I waited a 6 out of 10 for parking a day. Like it's $50 a day just to leave your car out there, and they charge everything to your room. So I've been very mindful about what I spend and just being very mindful of, oh, this can be charged to my room if I'm not careful. If I didn't read this, that can be charged to my room. Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, which is expected. I expected it to be a little expensive, but expensive for the experience that I'm getting. I would have rather put my money towards somewhere else, I'm gonna be honest. But still felt nice the view makes up for it. The view is pretty nice in my room. Um, I'm at the furthest end of the building on the 10th floor, which is the highest floor in the atrium. And I can actually see like downtown Dallas just a little bit, like compared to all the other rooms. I feel like I have probably the best view of, because I'm taller and furthest, where I can actually see downtown. So I feel like I do have the best room in that aspect. But other than my room is pretty lit because I'm there. But other than that, it's not really anything else in this hotel that's eye catching to me. I'm being completely honest. Like I said, it's pretty much a conference hotel. Well, that's pretty much what it is. But you know what? I'm praying that today is a blessed day today. I'm praying that, blessings and favor is upon me today, and that, I don't know, I just want to be able to enjoy this day. I want to be able to look back and say, that time that I spent in Dallas, I felt that I grew into a woman. I grew into a beautiful woman, more into womanhood. So, but I'm going to finish sipping on my coffee, and then I guess I will head outside to the fire pit. And I do have a cute fire pit. I do want to sit there. And I think I'm going to just journal a bit when I go sit out there. So today is just really refreshing and clearing our mind today. Doing some internal work and everything. So that's pretty much how I want to spend today. I thought I was going to go out tonight. Out of my hotel room into the atrium, but I don't really know if that's the case. I might just order in, and I might just treat myself to one of these desserts that I saw over there. I just showed y'all, like, those desserts look good, I'm not gonna lie, especially those New York croissants or whatever they are. I might just get one. I don't need it, but again, trainer, if you're watching this video, just skip past the parts where I eat bad, okay? But all right, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and then I will update y'all in a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Let me try to speed it back a little bit. I went to the concierge and I actually got one of my one of my nights for free for parking. So they comped that because, like I said, the room that I had originally booked for, they didn't have it. So I just only have to pay for one night now. But now I'm just sitting in this beautiful area. I mean, the music is very relaxing. It's just a vibe in here. I would give this hotel, like, as far as like relaxation it goes, I definitely would say it's very relaxing. And now that I think about it, I feel like the forum, like this grand atrium thing, I feel like it's probably like in reference to like a Japanese garden, a Zen garden or something like that. Y'all, I'm a Christian, so I don't really believe in that, but I do believe in peace. But it's nice. It's very pretty. I like the flowers. I would say that. I like the flowers. But as I'm just sitting here, I feel like I had a revelation, or just I feel like the Holy Spirit really told me something. And, maybe, I don't know. Whenever you go somewhere and you expect oh, this is what God is trying to tell me, but then no, it's like a whole nother message that he's actually trying to tell you and that he actually is telling you. And it just makes you open up your eyes. It's like we always think that God is trying to tell us this, but in reality, when we actually sit down and put ourselves in a situation or put ourselves in a space where we're able to hear God's voice, you actually can hear God telling you otherwise. So as I was sitting here, I'm kind of like ducked off in the back somewhere. Like the atrium is over there, but I'm like ducked off in the back in this little quiet area. And as I was sitting, I was just, amazed on how beautiful it is in here. And I'm like, it's so pretty in here. But the thing is, earlier when I was telling everyone about, how I would rate my experience, like a 6 out of 10, only because I felt like it wasn't really catering. I put two and two together, and it just made me realize like something can be so beautiful. It can be like very elegant, like expensive even, but like the appearance wise, so beautiful, just eye catching. But then when you think about it, it's like, okay, it's beautiful and it's eye catching, but in reality, when you're actually inside of it, like there's this emptiness, if that makes sense. Like to me, it made a lot of sense. Like something could be so extravagant, so elegant in appearance wise, and it makes you feel like, oh, this is definitely where I should be. This is definitely who I should be with because of how they look, or the things that they show on the outside. But when you actually, are put in a space where you're sitting there and you're inside of it, in this case inside of the hotel, you come to find out there's really nothing that's okay other than the looks. What is there, And when I felt that hit my heart, currently right now, like I'm going through what I would say a kind of tough season in my life right now. And it just kind of made me think, like, as far as relationships go, like, God, I don't want to be with someone who looks great on the outside, but in the inside, there's no fruits. Like, you can't, like, there's really no fruits of the spirit. And that's kind of how this hotel is in a way. And it's not me being rude. Other people probably have different experiences, but I'm definitely feeling that right now. Like, because let's be honest, the water park isn't working, the pool is closed. It's like everything is so materialistic here. And I guess you can, well, I'm not a materialistic person. This was a congratulation gift to myself, from me to me, for graduating nursing school. But it's just, all I'm gonna say is, whenever you are, men, women, whoever is listening to this, whenever you are dating people, and you can take this anywhere, you don't have to just be dating people, but when the Lord definitely tells you to, you will know that they are mine by the fruit of their spirit, He's not wrong. It's like, I know you're like, how you get that from just being at a hotel? God has a funny way of communicating and talking to you and making you realize things that you probably would have never realized. But it's not that I hadn't have realized it. It was just, I'm experiencing it, and I experienced it. It looked great on the outside. Here, it looks great on the outside, but in the inside, there's nothing. It's like, there's nothing. Things are broken. Things are under maintenance. Things are being worked on, and it's just not fun. It's kind of like a joy stealer in a way. And it's just really expensive. You're the one who's out of pocket. So, and there's no refunds for it. So I guess you can take that and consider that. Like, if I give this handsome guy, and that's all he is, it's just handsome, and I give him all my time, and when I'm in the relationship and I can't benefit from anything from it, and it's just costing me so much, and in return I'm not really getting anything back, it's like, I can't, like, what good is it, like, other than how you look, what good is it? Like, you're I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. And if you also know what I'm saying, then I'm glad we're on the same page. But yeah, this right here is kind of giving me like another revelation of, I feel like since I got this little mic here, I definitely want to start my own podcast. If you think I should start my own podcast, let me know, and like, comment down below if you think that I should, or if you think that I shouldn't. And I would like to get that ball rolling, to be honest. Like, I feel like only thing I need is my phone, and this microphone here, and I feel like I am in the bag, and I feel like I can make some great content. But yeah, right now I'm just sitting here just listening to this music, and also I reread my devotion. So this is Jesus Calling. It's a devotional book. It's by Sarah Young, and I kid you not, if I'm going through something, or well, not even just if I'm going through something, I don't want people to think every Christian is going through something, but Jesus did say in this world there will be troubles and there will be suffering. He did warn us. So, and the Christian life is not easy, but it's still rewarding, and I still do not regret it. But every time I read this book here, it's like it always matches up. Every day it always matches up with something that I can relate to. And today, the scripture or the devotion spoke about, walking by faith and not by sight, and basically, submitting the visible world to the invisible world, or to to God. And so, a lot of people say a lot of things like, oh, walk by faith, not by sight, or time heals, or, they say a lot of things, and without realizing the weight behind those words, it's like they say them frivolously. And I know in this season, I start to take the words that I actually say and I put the weight behind it. And when you actually put the weight behind it and you realize the purpose behind it, it's like a whole new meaning. It's a whole new outlook on everything. I kid you not. So, y'all, I really honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do today. And it seems like my phone is dying quicker. Like much quicker. Much quicker. I don't know. But yeah, back to the scripture, to the devotion. Walking by faith and not by sight. That's easier said than done, but at the same time, okay, also, faith isn't a feeling. I'm gonna be completely honest. A person who is depressed, or a person who's going through a tough time, they could still have faith. If faith was based off of how you were feeling, then that wouldn't be faith at all. Faith is still having this hope, even in situations and circumstances where you feel like there's no hope. It's not based off of how you feel. You feel happy one day, oh, I have faith, or I feel sad this day, I don't have faith. No, you can still have faith when you're sad. You can have faith when you're happy. You can have faith when you're mad. Faith is not based off of feelings. And so, knowing that, I also think that a lot of people who are in Christianity but who actually don't really know Christ like that, I honestly feel that they think that God rewards them with anything and everything that they want. And I'm be honest, that's not how Christianity is. God doesn't give you what you want. He knows the desires of our hearts, true enough that he does, but he gives us what we need, because we always think that we know better for ourselves. And in reality, God's like, you actually know nothing about what you actually need in your life. And I say this because there was a point in time, and I'm still coming out of this, where I thought I knew what was best for myself. And every decision, every action that I made, looking back on it now, it just led me into a period of where I felt more depressed, and where I just felt, it's just where I felt that joy was out of reach. And now, when I let the Lord guide me, and when I don't make any steps but wait for him to tell me which steps to make, it's like it's so beautiful. I just can't explain it, especially like this past thing that had recently just happened. I was thinking, I'm like, God, I know this, I know this is the person, I know this is the person for me, and I feel like this is the best that I can get. And God showed me otherwise. It's not the best you can get. You can actually get even better, honestly. Like someone who, like, I don't know, God knows what's best for us. And it's like we like to do this thing of putting him in a box and making it seem as if God really doesn't know us when he created us and he formed us. And he knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb, and we were called by name. I mean, come on. He's the creator. He's the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, the creator of the stars, the creator of the heavens and the earth. And we're like, okay, yeah, you're the creator of all things, but you don't know how to handle my life. I mean, let's give God some credit here, you know. But there's times where I still find myself, limiting God's ability, and that's the thing. God is unlimited, so the limits that keep human beings bound isn't what keeps God bound. I mean, he's boundless. Like there's no bounding him at all, and that's what I love about our God is anytime we do come up with our own plans, his correction, it's a loving correction. Still hurts at times, but it's a loving correction, a loving conviction. And he's so graceful and merciful that, even when we do mess up, he still has this way of, getting us back in line and making all things come together to work for the good of God, for all those who abide in him. I don't know. It's just, I feel this deep gratitude that's in my heart right now. A deep gratitude. And this is also, with this being said, like, yeah, I know I told y'all like this hotel stay is like, but the thing is, I think I said this earlier. I don't know if I caught it on camera. But when I said, it doesn't matter where you're at, like if you're in Spain, Ibiza, Hawaii, like if you don't have that internal joy, it doesn't matter where you go, you're not gonna have joy at all. And so even now, in this hotel stay is actually teaching me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, first-hand experience. It's crazy, but like even though I'm here in this hotel, sorry, it was like a mosquito. That's another thing. There's so many mosquitoes and gnats in here. I feel like it's because all these flowers. I wonder if these flowers are real. I actually want to touch one, but I don't want people to look at me like I'm crazy. Sorry, sidetrack. But what was I saying? Oh, even in the midst of this, because it's not a terrible stay. I kid you not, it's not a terrible stay. And obviously, I was meant to be here for a reason. If I'm getting all these epiphanies, but even in this stay, I still have joy in my heart because I still find the good things in it, but I'm not just gonna be naive or ignorant to everything. Like I see the flaws in this place, so just yeah, I think I actually might start a vlog because you know what, this actually seems kind of nice, like a little diary and just people just listening in on you while you talk, while you are doing your own things, because how many of y'all are actually looking at the screen is probably like slim to none. You're probably just listening to me right now. I like it. I mean, I can't complain. I do that too. When people are talking for a long time and I know that I got my own things to do, I just put them in the background. So yeah, I'm talking to you. You're actually on your phone scrolling, or you're probably cooking or meal prepping or something. I don't know what you're doing, but I know you're not looking at the screen right now. Now you're probably looking at the screen because I just called you out, but I'm joking. Good morning, everyone. So today is the last day for me to be in the hotel. I actually just took a shower, just got myself together, got dressed, and I'm thinking if I should get some coffee. I don't know if I want the room coffee again. I might, but I don't know. I'm trying to decide, do I want to go to Cloudwarren Park or do I want to just go straight home? Side note. There's no side note, I lied. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready and keep packing up my stuff and check out. Check out isn't until 11 anyway, but so I probably might wait just a little bit. We'll see. Just a little bit. So I did end up going to Cloudwarren Park, but only just to drive around because it was under construction. So I just came back to the house. And I've been asleep since then, so I just think this is the perfect time to just go ahead and end the vlog. And you know what, if you lasted this long and you stayed with me throughout the whole entire vlog, I definitely appreciate it. And I'm very thankful that you decided to watch me. But until then, I will see you all next time. And also, don't forget, comment down below if you think I should start my own podcast. Just let me know. I just want to see how many people was kind of in agreement with me. But till next time, y'all, I'll see y'all. Bye.